We've got some potential quarterback news here in the coming days as well, actually in several different places. Let's focus on New England, though, here, Ian, because right now you watched the games yesterday. Caleb Williams played the best game that he's played. He's gotten better, it seems like, every week. Jaden Daniels is playing at a super high level despite the interception he threw 5 seconds after Mike Garafolo texted a bunch of us and said, boy, Jaden's playing great. And then we had to live with that curse for like the next quarter or so. Bo Nix also, they're winning when he's not, getting into it with Sean Payton on the sideline here. All of which brings us to Drake Maye in New England, where it would be one thing if this were like Carolina with Andy Dalton, where like you're playing good enough and you're being functional. The Patriots are not functional right now. They are bad on offense, and you know that echo chamber, particularly in the Boston radio market, talk radio, all that stuff is, and Chris Brockman sitting over here and pumping his fist as we're discussing this as well. There's going to be a lot of pressure to, at some point, put Drake Maye on the field. Are we at that point now?
So there is always pressure to put Drake Maye on the field, right? And I think in New England, because that's such a vibrant radio market, there's always pressure. And I think anyone who goes to New England or places like that, there's a few of them. Philly would be one, New York is another. There's pressure every single week. So Gerard Mayo gets the same questions every single week, and he's going to continue to get the same questions until he plays Drake Maye. This is complicated. And, I've seen a lot of these, as have you, Tom, and there's plenty of these where you say, like, all right, it's time to see him. And then you go out there and it's like, why didn't you play this guy earlier? And, you see that storyline. I don't know that this is that. I mean, the Patriots offensive line is a work in progress at absolute best. They just lost their best offensive lineman in David Andrews, who handles the protection, who would have been huge for Drake Maye. They are not good. The team is struggling, I think, in a lot of aspects. And so, like, from a curiosity standpoint, as someone who likes football, like, I would be very interested in the Patriots starting Drake Maye. But it's really complicated whether it's actually best for him. Historically, there are a lot of quarterbacks who thrive because they've had to wait and learn, not been thrown out there. I mean, he played a quarter or whatever it was against the Jets and got crushed at least 2 times.
Right.
And played fine, but like, was that helpful? I mean, I know it's like, there's a shot right there. There's him getting crushed right there. Was that helpful? And I don't know. And this is what the Patriots are going to have to decide. It is definitely not simple in New England for this decision.
It's never a good sign when your head coach every week, when asked about the performance of the quarterback, uses the phrase toughness. Like, that basically means like Jacoby Brissett is back there being an absolute punching bag, and that's enough for him to stay in the lineup. You heard Gerard Mayo's tone or phrasing maybe change a little bit this week, but you made the point about the historical trends here. Elliot Wolf, who's effectively the GM there, Lonzo Highsmith's in the front office, Ben McAdoo, all these guys came from Green Bay, where the philosophy is you draft the guy, you let him sit and develop, and then in the case of Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers, it's 3 years before they get on the field. The difference, of course, is Jacoby Brissett is not Aaron Rodgers. He is certainly not Brett Favre. He's a guy who out there right now is, getting kicked around quite a bit, but they just aren't moving the football here. So certainly going to be interesting to see how they handle that situation.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.